Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome all of you. Let me recognize a few of our honorable ministers that are here. But I'd like to welcome the Speaker of the House of Representatives that is in our midst. Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, PhD, is represented here by the Chairman, House Committee on Labor, Employment and Productivity. I'd like to welcome Honorable Adegboyega Adefarati. I welcome you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let me also welcome here the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, distinguished Senator, Her Excellency Distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, represented here by the wife of the Deputy Senate President, Haja Leila Barrow. I welcome you. Thank you very much. Thank you. There are a few honorable ministers that are here. I'd like to welcome the Honorable Minister for Health, one of the finest anywhere in the world, Professor Mohammed Ali Pate. I welcome you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Also here is the Honorable Minister for Budget and National Planning, Senator Abubakar Atiku Bagudu. I welcome you, distinguished Honorable Minister. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Thank you. The Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Tukru, is here with us. Honorable Minister, I welcome you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'd like to welcome here Ambassador Yusuf Mitama Tuga, Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, here with us. And also here, let me welcome the Honorable Minister of State for Finance, Dr. Doris Uzoka Anite. Is also here with us. I welcome you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'd like to welcome Mr. Ayo Adiagbo. He is the Special Assistant to the President on Arts, Culture, and the Creative Economy. Mr. Ayo Adiagbo, you're welcome. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is with pleasure that I welcome all of you to this amazing event. We already have some of our ministers here present, but let me just inform you that we will not take the national anthem as we are starting until His Excellency the Vice President joins us. But take this that we have kicked off our event. Let me welcome the ministers that are here, but I'd like to also welcome very specially the Honorable Minister for Labor and Employment, Alhaji Mohammed Migeri Tingiadi. I welcome you. Thank you very much. Let me also welcome the Honorable Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Right Honorable Barrister Nkiru Georgia, PhD, OON. I welcome you. Let me welcome all the ministers that are here. Let me welcome Directors General of agencies under the ministry. Let me welcome development partners, members of the diplomatic corps, our royal fathers, representative of organized labor, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with pleasure that I welcome all of you to the official launch of the Labor, Employment and Empowerment Program, Leep. The platform that seeks to match opportunities with potential. So for the teeming youths of this country, it is time to take that leap. This initiative is a cornerstone of the President's renewed hope agenda, reflecting the President's unwavering commitment to tackling unemployment, empowering our citizens, and building a prosperous future for our country. And I could see behind me here, 2.5 million jobs created in 2 years will make them employers of labor who can take charge of their future instead of letting the future happen to them. So I'd like to welcome all of you, but let me also welcome here Chief Uche Geoffrey Nnaji, Honorable Minister, Federal Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology that is here with us. Let me welcome you very specially. Also here, I'd like to welcome the Honorable Minister for Marine and Blue Economy, Elijah Degbega Oyetola CON. Let me also welcome representing the General Overseer of the Mountain of Fire Ministries, Dr. D.K. Olukoya. I'd like to welcome Pastor Etomi Edwin. He's here with us. Thank you very much. So, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me now welcome all of us, the Director General of the National Directorate of Employment, who used to be the Deputy Governor in Nasarawa State. Please join us. I welcome here His Excellency Mr. Silas Ali Agara to welcome all of us.
Your Excellencies, the First Lady of the Federation, ably represented by the wife of the Deputy Senate President, Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Speaker, ably represented by the Chairman House Committee on Labor, Right Honorable Adeboyega Adefarati, the Honorable Minister of Labor, Honorable Muhammadu Dingyadi Begari, the Honorable Minister of State Labor, Right Honorable Nkiruka Ezudiocha, OON, the Deputy Governors of Kaduna State and the Deputy Governors of Kogi State, members of the National Assembly here present, the members of the Federal Executive Council, chairmen of commissions and the CEOs of various government agencies and parastatals here present, development partners and members of the diplomatic corps, captains of industry, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is my singular honor and privilege on behalf of the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment and parastatals under it to welcome all of you distinguished personalities to this very important occasion, which signals the commencement of a significant and strategically coordinated attempt at reducing unemployment in Nigeria to tolerable levels. We are all aware that one of the cardinal objectives of the Renew Hope agenda is employment creation. The Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, Leep, is no doubt a bold step on the part of the federal government under the leadership of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, to decisively address the challenge of mass unemployment in Nigeria. This gathering at the prestigious State House Banquet Hall is a powerful statement to the federal government's renewed commitment to reposition employment as a central pillar of national development. Today, we are not merely launching a program, we are unveiling a national platform for economic inclusion, skills alignment, and job creation at scale. As the foremost public institution mandated to promote job creation and skills development for the Nigerian labor force, the National Director of Employment, the National Productivity Center, Michael Imodu National Institute of Labor Studies, the Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund, the Industrial Arbitration Panel, all agencies under the Federal Ministry of Labor are proud to stand in solidarity with the Ministry of Labor and Employment in launching this flagship initiative. Unemployment phenomenon is a global issue that is dynamic in its forms and patterns. Nigeria, therefore, is not in any insulated from it. To that end, every nation that has to deal with unemployment must continually develop fresh strategies to effectively address the ever-changing forms and patterns of unemployment. Consequently, the federal government, through several interventions, deliberate policies, is tackling the challenge of unemployment using various strategies and models. Leep is one of such strategies, which the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment has carefully articulated to further contribute to the full attainment of the goals of the Renew Hope agenda. The ministry, in the last couple of months, together with the parastatal under its supervision and other stakeholders, have worked assiduously to provide Nigerians with yet another avenue for self-actualization through skills and employability training that will engender decent jobs, promote economic growth, create wealth, and reduce poverty. Your Excellency, your physical presence here significantly underscores your commitment to decent job creation and the reduction of poverty among Nigerians. I wish to assure you that we will continue to work with every commitment towards actualizing the Renew Hope agenda. In conclusion, I call on all stakeholders, public, private, and multilateral, to partner with the ministry under the Leep umbrella. Let us pool resources, share intelligence, and unlock opportunities across communities and sectors. Let us do this, not for ourselves, but for the millions of Nigerians who deserve meaningful and decent jobs. Your Excellencies, honorable ministers, members of the National Assembly, distinguished guests, on behalf of the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment, I welcome you once again on this pivotal launch. Let today mark the beginning of a more inclusive, more empowered, and more resilient Nigerian workforce. Thank you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Excellency. Can we appreciate him one more time as he steps down? Let me also quickly here welcome the Honorable Minister of State, FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood. I welcome you. Also here, Honorable Minister of State Education, Dr. Suwaiba Ahmad, Honorable Minister of Environment, Balarabe Abbas Lawal, Honorable Minister of State Health, Dr. Isaac Adekunle Salako. All of them are here, and we appreciate all of you for coming. Let me also welcome Honorable Dr. Nathaniel Urama, representing His Excellency, the Governor of Enugu State. His Royal Highness, Barrister Dr. Mohammed Haliru Dantoro CFR, Kitoro the Fourth, Mary Bogu, Emma of Bogu is also here with us. I'd like to welcome all of you. Professor Suwaiba Said Ahmed, Honorable Minister of State for Education, is here with us. Thank you very much, all of you. And so, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to give us a presentation on the objectives, the components, and expected impact of the Leep program, I'd like to welcome the consultant from the company that managed it, Chinedu Ogbede, management consultant, and who is very keen on ensuring that Nigeria works. He will be taking us through the objectives and the components of the Leep program. Chinedu, you're welcome.
Morning, everybody. Your Excellency, standing on existing protocols, and everyone here. My name is Chinedu Ogbede. I represent Safital Limited, the technical partners working with the Ministry of Labor and the Honorable Minister of State for Labor on this project. So I'll be taking you through Leep, and as has been introduced, what Leep is about, the what, the how, and how we are going to execute the project from the point of view of the participants of Leep. Because Leep is a program that is designed for Nigerians. So over this presentation, we will see Leep from the point of view of Nigerians. So as the name implies, employment and the empowerment program. And as has been mentioned, our strategic goal is to reach 2.5 million jobs in 2 years. Now the question is, how do we go about that? Now, in executing Leep, or in the strategic design for Leep, we said there are 6 core pillars that Leep is going to look at in terms of the value it's going to bring to Nigerians. Now, we talk about the jobs portal. We also focus today on the digital nomads. Digital nomads, we mean the young people of nowadays. The world is becoming closer. People want to be able to work from anywhere and earn money from anywhere. And that economy is booming. And Nigeria, through the Leep program, is going to have a platform that supports people who work within this space. The third pillar is the vocational and entrepreneurship program. And then we also have the Center for Learning Spaces, the Digital Academy, and the job fairs. And we're going to look at this, we're going to talk about this a bit more. Now, within that program, the question is, how do we then execute these 6 pillars of Leep? So we look at it and then we said, there are 4 areas mostly that the execution is going to happen. One is we're going to have a jobs portal. Now, today, we know that when it comes to hiring people, there are a lot of concerns that people have in terms of, do I know this person? How can I get more information about this person? Who am I handing over my business to? Now, the good thing is that within the jobs portal, right, what is going to happen there is that we are going to have verified Nigerians. Now, of course, this is a portal by the government. So on the jobs portal, we are going to bring together employers and people who are seeking jobs. Now, within that platform, we would verify the employers because candidates also want to be sure that if I'm going to go for an interview, if I'm going to put effort into trying to get a job, I want to be sure that I have I'm talking to the right company. On the other hand, employers also want to have the same level of comfort about the candidates. So the jobs portal is going to bring global job access. Now imagine, for example, you are a Nigerian in diaspora and you want to set up a business in Nigeria. You can go on that platform and be sure that, okay, this person I am hiring on the platform is both skilled and competent, and if anything should happen, I am able to identify and know how to find this person. So we believe that it opens up the Nigerian to international job access, whether it is Nigerians abroad seeking to start a business, run a business in Nigeria, or it is international companies seeking to want to work with Nigerians. We also have the talent discovery. A very important element of the jobs platform is the database. So we're going to have a database that explains who are our competent Nigerians and where can we find them. So that database is a key component of the Leep program. And then the objective is we're going to have people who have their career growth and also wealth creation. So the next element of the program is the Leep Academy. Now, we talk about creating jobs. We talk about hiring staff. We need to be sure that the people that we are hiring are competent and they are trained. So the Leep Academy is going to create a platform where people are going to train for what they have to do. And then we also have what we call the job fairs. So we are going to have, beyond just going on the platform, we're going to create campaigns that is going to bring employers from all over the world to come on those job fairs and seek to hire Nigerians, seek to train Nigerians, and we're going to do this with a lot of partners, both globally and locally. So now you would say this is all talk, right? The question is, how are we going to execute this? How are we going to take this to the 774 local governments? Now, to achieve this, right, we are going to need to build a lot of collaborations. However, I would show you now the Leep platform and how these things that I've just talked about is going to work. So let's take a look at the platform. So you go on leep.gov.ng, and it brings you on the platform here. Now, when you go on the platform, the first thing you see is a welcome message by Mr. President. You would also see a welcome message by the Honorable Minister, and then you would get more information about the Leep program, and then you will see more details about, and you can read more about the the 6 pillars of Leep, as we mentioned. Now, we also have an employer's corner, because we want employers who are going to create jobs on the platform to be able to assess their platform and also create these jobs so that we can get the cycle moving. So I'll start first with the job portal itself. So if you go on the job portal, the first thing you will see, it welcomes you to the job portal. Then you would go, everybody is required to register. So we know those that are on the platform. Now, once you register, you can see there are 2 tabs. Either you register as a candidate or you register as an employer. Once you create that platform, then you can go, you will then see all the open jobs that are available on the platform. So as of now, we've already seen some activity on the platform. There are some open jobs. Some employers are already on that platform seeking to hire Nigerians. So just to demo how this works, if we go to the customer service and support, for example, so here we can see a company that is seeking to hire contact center agents as full-time staff. You can learn a bit about the company, be sure that it is something of interest. We also require that you put the salary scale so people understand what they are applying for. So once you do this, there is an apply now button. Before you get here, you would have been required to register, provide some information about yourself, and then you can go ahead and apply for the job, and then the employer can then reach out to you and hire you on that platform. Now, importantly as well, everybody on that platform has a dashboard. You can apply for as many open positions that you qualify for, and then you would see if you have any applications that are pending, the dashboard will show you, and then it will give you all the information and access to, if you gain a new skill, you can bring that, update it on the platform, so you keep it up to date at all times. Now, so that's how the platform works. If you were an employer, the steps are the same, except that you will need to upload, for example, your CAC certificate. Now, there are also ways we are going to automate this, so the validation is a lot more seamless. So the next thing we'll then talk, so that's for the job platform. The next thing we'll talk about is we'll look at the academy. We said we have the jobs, but we want more people to qualify for these jobs, so we want them to be trained. So you come on the academy. Similarly, you register. Now, the academy also brings together people who are seeking to learn, as well as people who are expert instructors. So you can come on the platform and say, I have experience, I am exposed, I am well-traveled, I have worked for these international organizations, I am very exposed, I want to share that knowledge with Nigerians so people can experience what I have experienced. People can learn from what I have learned, even if they may not have had the opportunity that I have. So you can register as a student or as an instructor. So once you register, you get into the platform. There are some courses that are currently available. Now, these will continue to get updated. So, for example, if we take one of the courses there, the first one, employability skills, which is a key part of what we are talking about. So you go in, you will see more information about the course. Be sure that this course is right for me. What do I stand to gain by investing my time learning this course? So you can go on the course, read about it, and then you continue on to take the course. Each of the courses will be broken down into modules, and it's easy to navigate. Some of the courses have videos, some may be animations, because there are different learning styles for different individuals, and we try to adapt each one. So because if you just have to sit and listen through videos, for example, it potentially gets boring. So each course is a mix of different learning styles. So this was just a sample video of one of the courses and the facilitator. Now for each of them, you are going to, for the academy as well, you are going to have a dashboard. The dashboard means that if you register for a course, you see it on the dashboard. If you've completed the course, you see it there. If you stop and you want to continue afterwards, you come on your dashboard and you can continue from there. Now, some of you might already be asking, everything we've talked about now is digital. What about people that are not as digital? What about people that may not have that infrastructure? Now, and we talk about getting to the 774 local governments. Now, this is where the Leep hubs, we talked about the Center for Learning Spaces, which we call Leep hubs. Now, for this one, all you need to do is find your way to the nearest Leep hub in your locality. There would be somebody there waiting for you. Because to achieve 774, we need people and we need infrastructure. So we would have what we call Leep champions. We are working currently with NDE centers across the state, vocational centers across the state, which will serve as those physical centers where physical training can happen, but those centers will be equipped. All I need to do is find my way to that center. Everything we've talked about here, there will be somebody that can help you create that within that Leep centers. So the audit is currently going on. We've identified some centers already that are ready and today can handle this thing we're talking about. So basically, this explains the 3 core pillars of Leep, and these are active today, can be accessed on the Leep platform today. To go to the website is leep.gov.ng. To go to the jobs portal is jobs.leep.gov.ng. And to go to the academy, it's academy.leep.gov.ng. So we encourage Nigerians, we encourage everyone, please get on the platform. Familiarize yourself with the platform. Take a chance. Our motto for Leep is take a leap, right? And we're encouraging everyone to take that leap for themselves, take that leap for their families, and take that leap, because if everyone learns a new skill, if every Nigerian is competent, there are countries around the world that are called labor hubs. People go there because of their competence and they hire those people. With Leep, Nigeria becomes one of those centers where we have competent people who can get hired on the platform, and Leep is just that platform that enables us to achieve that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chinedu. Thank you very much. Now we understand a few things about the Leap program, and for us to take the leap on behalf of ourselves and our families is important. We are part of it. Let me welcome here Reverend Joseph Hayab, Chairman, Northern Christian Association of Nigeria. Archbishop John Praise is also here with us from the Dominion Chapel. Pastor Dr. Dolly, NCPC board member. Reverend S.M. Adams, CCN, FCT. Archbishop Peter Ogumuyiwa, representing CAN headquarters. They're all here, putting the spiritual stamp on a program that is supposed to empower over 2.5 million Nigerians. Prince Shuaibu Abubakar Audu, Honorable Minister of Steel Development, is here with us. Let me also welcome here Engineer Dr. Abisoye Koka Odushote, DG NIMSI. I welcome you. Mr. Lanre Ladipo, Special Assistant on New Media and Communications to the Senate President, is also here with us. I welcome all of you. Very quickly, we will begin to take our goodwill messages as we await the arrival of His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And the first goodwill message here will be coming from Dr. Miss Vanessa Pala, Country Director, ILO. You're welcome.
Good morning. It's indeed a long walk to freedom. My name is Dr. Vanessa Pala, and I'm the Country Director for the International Labour Organization. Allow me to please stand on the already established protocol and recognize each dignitary that is before us here this morning. This is a very important initiative, and as the International Labour Organization, we're very pleased to be invited and to be part of really being in the process of launching this initiative. I recall when the Minister of State had a chat with me about this program and the vision that he envisaged in terms of what this program is meant to support. I'm very happy that we are here this morning to see that vision becoming a reality. This is indeed what we mean when we talk about leadership, when you are able to envisage something and put together the necessary team and the necessary resources to make it a reality. For us as the labor organization in Nigeria, we have been working with the ministry on many interventions, and I'm very happy that this is one of those very strategic interventions that get us to achieve the overall objectives, including of realizing the renewed hope agenda. We have a strategic program for Nigeria that we have developed jointly, and I want to recognize the representatives of the organized labor. I saw my comrade Ajero as well as TUC, including Nigeria Employers Consultative Association. These organizations have been very instrumental in shaping the decent work agenda for Nigeria. And I do see that the objective is very bold in terms of establishing or creating 2.5 million jobs. And I want to really emphasize the need to ensure that all those jobs are decent. And in the context of Nigeria, to make sure that none of those job holders will be paid below the minimum wage. This is not just a launch, ladies and gentlemen, it is a commitment to transformation and to transforming lives, to unlocking potential, as well as reshaping the future of work in Nigeria. It really marks the beginning of real opportunities where our youth, especially our young persons that are seeking employment opportunities, will be able to have a sustainable livelihood, as well as contribute meaningfully to the growth and the economic development of their societies. As the ILO, as I said, we are very pleased to be part of this program, and as we always say, Naija no dey carry last. I thank you.
Thank you very much, ILO. Thank you. I'd like to welcome here the Dr. Saliu A. Usman, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Labor. And we have a lot of private sector operators. Please shall we rise to welcome His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The national anthem, please. Please, let's be seated. Thank you. Your Excellency, the Vice President, we welcome you. Thank you very much for being here. For the Nigerian youths, there are over 70 million, and they look on to people like you for hope. And this is actually the era of renewed hope. So you're welcome, sir. And the last line, or the third stanza of the national anthem, made it very clear, so that Nigeria may be blessed. Let me also welcome His Excellency the Governor of Nasarawa State, Engineer Abdullah Sule. I welcome you, Your Excellency. Honorable ministers that are here, the program was already on, and so I welcome all of you. Let me also welcome His Excellency the Governor of Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodimma, who is just joining us now. I welcome you, Your Excellency. Thank you very much. And so, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we'll continue with the goodwill messages as I welcome here the President of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Comrade Joe Ajero, to speak on behalf of organized labor.
Solidarity! Solidarity! A people united! A people united! Thank you. The Vice President, sir. Solidarity. Solidarity. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us. This is the way I wanted to be. This is the work I wanted to do. Hey, I want to be a comrade. Hey, I want to be a comrade. Hey, I want to be a comrade. This is the work I wanted to be. Thank you very much, sit down, comrades. The Vice President, sir, my governor, Governor Hope Uzodimma, other governors here present. I've seen the governor of Nasarawa State. I've seen some other governors here. I've seen the Minister of Labor. I've seen the Minister of State Labor, and very many others that I can recognize here. Good morning, all. We identify with the program today, the labor movement. We identify with any program that enhances employment. And employment is the best way to curb all social vices. People that are engaged, people that are working, will not think of other social vices. The level of militancy, the level of kidnapping will come to the barest minimum if we create jobs. And that is why the labor movement identifies with this 100%. If properly implemented, because I think that's the greatest problem we have, is poor finishing. But if this is properly implemented, Nigeria will be heaven of salt. And I want to say, at any stage where the input of the labor movement is required, where our assistance is required, will be there because it will benefit the people of Nigeria. In the same vein, I pray that it will be a program that will bring sustainable jobs, not casual jobs, not jobs that the wages will not be able to take you home. Comrades, I think this is not a speech-making day, but I think the main thing is to identify with this program. And I think at every point in time, we need to be involved in what is happening to say where it is pinching us. Programs without the input of the workers are not the best. And I wish to advise all policy formulators to coordinate with the implementers of such policies so that we'll have a level playing ground and end successfully. On this note, I thank you. I thank the Minister of Labor. We'll continue to dialogue and work with you. I thank the ILO, for their interest in creating sustainable job, not a precarious job. I equally thank various governors here that we should replicate this in various states. God bless you all.
The goodwill was supposed to be 3 minutes per person. But when he got here, he sang for 2.5 minutes. But the good thing about it is that his speech was for 1 minute and he delivered it pointedly. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Joe Ajero, please. I'd like to also welcome here the Director General of the Nigerian Employers Consultative Association, Mr. Diwali Smatu Yerinde. Thank you very much for identifying and being part of this event. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is said that opportunities don't happen. You have to create them. And that is what the Honorable Minister of State for Employment, for Labor and Employment is doing with his portal. We will continue with our goodwill messages. I'd like to welcome here the Chairman, Senate Committee on Labor and Employment, Senator Dickett Plank. Is he here? All right. Let me then welcome the Honorable Minister for Labor and Employment. Please join us. I welcome here Alhaji Mohammed Megari Digyari.
Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Vice President, His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the wife of the Deputy Senate President, the Speaker, Honorable Speaker, House of Representatives, ably represented by the Chairman, House Committee on Labor and Employment, Your Excellencies, the Executive Governors of Nasarawa and Imo states, Your Excellencies, the Deputy Governors of Kogi and Kaduna states, the galaxy of honorable ministers that are here today, I thank you very much for coming. We appreciate your solidarity and your support. My sister, my colleague, the Honorable Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Honorable Nkiruka Oyejucha, other Honorable Ministers of State that are here present, my dear colleagues and partners, the National President of NLC, the President of TUC, our dear brother, the DG NECA, distinguished chief executives of parastatals that are here present, our dear partners who are here, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great immense and pleasure to be here at this official launch of the Labor, Employment and Empowerment Program, that is Leep. Today's occasion is a clear testament of the commitment of our visionary leader, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to deliver the gains of democracy and good governance to the citizens of our dear country. As we are all aware, unemployment is among the several social problems facing youth the world over today, either directly or indirectly, with far-reaching consequences that have multifaceted implications which cannot be ignored. In Nigeria, this can be attributed to various reasons, which include economic instability due to recessions and depressions, as well as difficult circumstances that business operate in which are not conducive for creating new jobs. The federal government, in a deliberate effort to mitigate these challenges, has developed various policies to mitigate youth unemployment, recognizing that adequate skilling and entrepreneurship are critical solutions to the problem of unemployment. Through this program, that is Leep, our target, as has been earlier said, is to create millions of jobs annually and reduce unemployment rate significantly. One of the underlying strategies of Leep is to identify marketable skills and build capacity of youth in these areas with a view to juxtaposing requisite skills with identified demands, as well as encouraging self-employment sustainability. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to inform you that this program, when fully operational, will not only tackle youth unemployment, but will address other cross-cutting lingering issues such as security, economic growth that will advance our national priorities and attainment of the renewed hope agenda of this administration. On this note, I would like to sincerely thank Mr. President for approving this program and providing the needed support required to start and facilitate its effective implementation. I wish to assure Mr. President, through Your Excellency the Vice President, that the federal government, the Federal Minister of Labor and Employment, and its agencies are committed to this cause and will harness all resources to ensure that its objectives are fully achieved. Finally, I would like to invite all Nigerians, particularly the 36 states of the Federation and FCT, as well as our social partners, that is to say, NECA, NLC, TUC, ILO, and all other agencies to extend Nigerian government to support, to partner with us, and by extension the federal government of Nigeria, to drive this process towards success for socio-economic growth and development of our dear country. I thank you, Your Excellency. I thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for listening. It's my great honor. Thank you most sincerely for coming. Thank you and God bless.
God bless you too, sir. Honorable Minister, thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to round off our goodwill messages, let me welcome here the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, PhD, represented here by the House Committee Chairman on Labor and Employment, Honorable Adegboyega Adefarati.
Your Excellency, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented by Vice President Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON, Representative of First Lady, my Minister of Labor and Employment, Minister of State for Labor and Employment, governors here present. I can see Governor of Imo, the Chairman of Progressive Governors in Nigeria, and my brother, Governor of Nasarawa State. Members of Federal Executive Council here present, National Assembly members here present. Let me stand on the existing protocol because of our time. I bring greetings from the Honorable Speaker, Dr. Tajuddin Abbas. He sent his goodwill message, and I will do justice to that. Thank you very much. Remarks by Right Honorable Abbas Tajuddin Abbas, PhD, GCON, Speaker of the House of Representatives, at the official launch of the Labor, Employment and Empowerment Program of the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment, held on Tuesday, 15th April 2025 at the Banquet Hall, State House, Abuja. It is a great honor for me to join you this afternoon, for the launch of this very important program, designed as a part of the broader strategy to bridge the capacity gaps of Nigerians through this great transformative initiative, aiming to create jobs and economic opportunities and provide skill acquisition to Nigerians. The Labor, Employment and Empowerment Program is a major drive of the Renewed Hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. Coming at a time when it has become expedient to leverage opportunities for collective responsibility, underscoring the need for every Nigerian to be involved. I therefore want to commend the Honorable Minister of Labor, my sister, and our management team at the ministry for thinking through and developing this program, which represents the genuine effort and focus of this area to decisively address the challenge of employment, especially youth unemployment in Nigeria. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, unemployment has been a thorny issue in Nigeria's quest for sustainable development over the years, with successive administrations developing models and strategies to address the challenge at national and subnational levels. According to the National Bureau of Statistics, unemployment rate in Nigeria averaged 4.25% from 1991 until 2024, reaching an all-time low of 3.7% in 2013, and highest rate of 6.6% in the fourth quarter of 2020. This rate declined to 5.3% in the first quarter of 2024, and further declined to 4.3% in the fourth quarter of the same year. Specifically, the NBS reported the youth unemployment of 8.4% in the first quarter of 2024 and declined to 6.5% in the fourth quarter of the same year. These statistics reflect effective outcomes of the renewed commitment of the present administration in genuinely addressing both general and youth unemployment through targeted policies and programs. Thus, the prioritization of the various empowerment initiatives and programs as key pillars of the New Hope agenda is highly commendable. As you may be aware, some of the initiatives include the student loans scheme, which has encouraged more youth to return to school. Nigeria Youth Academy, which aims to train and empower millions of Nigerian youths with skills that will help address the low human capital ranking of the country. And the National Jobs and Financial Planning Program, which seeks to equip youth and require skills to become entrepreneurs and employers of labor. The Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, which we are unveiling today, is the biggest of them all. It is estimated that it will create about 2.5 million jobs through innovative employment, skill development, and entrepreneurial initiatives. These programs align with the visions of the State House of Assembly, House of Representatives, to use the instrumentality of lawmaking to create avenues for shrinking the unemployment index by supporting the establishment of empowerment programs, vocational training centers, and skill development initiatives that equip young Nigerians with relevant skills for the job market. To this end, the House is committed to supporting the executive in developing these programs and projects, as well as allocating funds that will expand the wealth base of Nigeria through massive job creation ventures, including sustainable self-reliance initiatives, which at the moment accounts for 85.6% of total employment, with 93% of this because representing informal employment. Given our current demographic reality, we have over 60% of our expected population of over 230 million is made of youth, age 30 years and below. We must strategize and continue to prioritize youth employment through skill acquisition and creating opportunities for grateful employment. We must sustain every effort to remove the barriers to self-employment and informal jobs, which are the actual forces propelling our economy. This finds justification in the fact that over 80% of the population is in the informal sector. I'm pleased to note that some of the barriers standing in the way of self-employment have been addressed in the recent tax reform bills passed by the House of Representatives and awaiting the concurrence of the Senate. The issue of double taxation and other related issues and challenges are now being cured by the new tax reform. We will continue to collaborate with the ministries, departments, and agencies to ensure that Nigerians are given the necessary platforms and opportunities to thrive and develop their potentials. This is in addition to carrying out our robust oversight to ensure that funds allocated for empowerment purposes are used in the most transparent and accountable manner. Let's take this opportunity to call on all Nigerian youth to take advantage of this program and make themselves available for training and skill acquisition through any of the focus platforms that will be created under Leep. Once again, I congratulate President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his visionary leadership, and the Minister of Labour and Employment for running with Mr. President's vision. I think this program on solidarity, may I assure all and so that the 10th House is committed to giving the necessary legislative support for the success of this program. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for giving me this opportunity. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Our regards and love to the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, PhD. Let me also welcome here the Executive Management of Nexim Bank that are here. The Managing Director, Mr. Abba Bello, is here with us. I welcome you. And also the Executive Director that is also here, Honorable Stella Okotete, is also here with us. I welcome you. Representing the Managing Director of Zenith Bank, who are also partners of this program, let me welcome the Deputy General Manager, Victoria Eworodun. I welcome all of you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker has already started doing this in his state. We are all aware of the portal for civil service, where over 9,000 people from Imo State are already applying. But he is sectoral in his approach: civil service, agriculture, and the digital world. The Imo young ones believe that they are global citizens because their governor makes them to believe so. So we're very happy that he is here. I'd like to welcome here His Excellency, the Governor of Imo State and Chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum. Please welcome here Senator Hope Uzodimma.
Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, ably represented by our able Vice President, distinguished Senator Kashim Shettima, the representative of the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the wife of the Deputy Senate President, Your Excellency, the Governor of Nasarawa State, through you, other governors of the Federation that are ably represented here, members of the Federal Executive Council, particularly the Honorable Minister of Labor and the Minister of State Labor. The heads of federal government agencies, global partners to this event, distinguished gentlemen of the press, the leadership of Nigerian Labor and Trade Union Congress, ladies and gentlemen, I'll start by first thanking and congratulating Mr. President and his team for this very innovative idea of empowering our young men and women and creating employment opportunities for the country. The ultimate destination is prosperity, which this government promised that they would deliver. I see this program as one of the finest programs initiated by this government. And I want to plead that the spirit that conceived this program will also be deployed in the implementation of the program. I have seen the general principle of the concept note. Very robust. But I want to advise that to seamlessly implement this program, the National Committee should create a linkage with the subnational government who are closer to the people. That way, the ultimate goal of creating jobs for our people will be achieved. I'm also of the view that both skilled and unskilled labor should be factored in. And all over the world, we are talking of entrepreneurship. We must not all be employed to work for the government or even for the private sector. We should be able to build entrepreneurs, people who will learn how to do their own businesses and who at the end of the day becomes employers of labor. So the promoters of this program should please create a very big menu, digital and non-digital menu, link up with the state governments and the local government authority, collect and harvest credible data. Data is very important. At the end of the day, if we religiously implement this program, I'm almost certain, like the president of Nigerian Labour Congress said, unemployment will be reduced drastically, criminality will reduce drastically, our citizens will be engaged, and at the end of the day, the expected results and desirables will be realized. I want to thank you for inviting me to speak on behalf of my colleagues, the governors, and on their behalf, I pledge a willing hand to cooperate and support federal government with this wonderful and credible initiative. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the Governor of Imo State and Chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum. Thank you for being here. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I tagged on to one word he used when he was talking, and he said he looked at it, and it is robust. I totally agree with you. The vision, as I'm seeing here, is that to raise a team of skilled and exclusive workforce powering Nigeria's economic growth and global competitiveness. And that's the vision of the program. But to speak to us regarding it and why she is driving it with all vigor and prayer, if you go by the number of pastors that are here, she's driving this by grace, by skill, more importantly, by prayer. But she believes that if opportunity doesn't knock, you build a door. She believes that when you support a small business, you are supporting a dream and you are building a nation. It's therefore my honor and pleasure to welcome here the lover of Nigerian youths and the one who believes that with these 2.5 million jobs who can go ahead to employ more people, the Renewed Hope agenda is standing on a very solid rock. Let me welcome here the Honorable Minister of State for Employment and for Labor and Employment, Honorable Barrister Nkiruka Onyejocha, PhD, ON.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody.
Your Excellency, Mr. President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented today by the Vice President of Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Alhaji Kashim Shettima, GCON, Her Excellency Senator Oluremi Tinubu, ably represented by the wife of Deputy Senate President, the Executive Governor of Imo State, and the Chairman of All Progressive Governors Forum, Senator Hope Uzodinma, my leader and my brother, His Excellency the Governor of Nasarawa State, and the Deputy Governors of Kogi, Sokoto, and other Deputy Governors here present, the Attorney General of Federation and Minister of Budget and Planning, and of course my own Minister of Labor and Employment, and my sisters here, Minister of State Finance, Minister of State FCT, Minister of State Education, and other ministers that are my brothers here. The Emir of Bogu and other Royal Highnesses here, and of course the pastors and the reverend clergies here, the presidents of Nigerian Labour Congress and the TUC president and their team, ILO country director and development partners, and all our partners here present. I welcome all of you and the team of Safital, the consultant. I welcome all of you this afternoon. And I will not forget that the Speaker of Federal House of Representatives, Right Honorable Abbas, is being represented here today by my Chairman, House Committee of Labor and Employment. Please let me adopt other protocols. It is with deep honor and a profound sense of purpose that I welcome you all to the official launch of the Leep employment, of the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, Leep, a bold national initiative that speaks to the heart of this administration's renewed hope agenda. For far too long, the ministry has been viewed primarily as a center for conciliatory and regulatory functions and nothing else. But we are determined to change that narrative. A ministry of action and not abstraction. That is what the Labor and Employment Ministry is. And do not forget, our mandate is that we have to reduce poverty, create wealth, and create employment. As a central engine of job creation, a clearinghouse for labor market intelligence, and a catalyst for inclusive prosperity across every demographic sector and region of our country. Our role is not only to settle disputes, like I said, but to create opportunities not only to protect workers, but to empower citizens with the skills and platforms that need to thrive in factories, farms, tech hubs, markets, and every corner of our national economy. It is in this spirit that Leep was conceived, a forward-thinking, result-driven program designed to expand access to sustainable employment, equip Nigerians with industry-aligned skills, stimulate entrepreneurship and economic diversification, and serve as a national aggregator of real-time labor market data, helping government, investors, and employers to understand the evolving demands of our economy. A response to urgency, it has to be now. Nigeria's unemployment challenge is not just a statistic. It is a clear and present danger to our collective future. The numbers speak for themselves, and they demand urgent, coordinated action. With Leep, we are setting a clear national target to directly and indirectly create at least 2.5 million sustainable jobs within 2 years, while laying the foundation for long-term growth and productivity. But make no mistake, Leep is not just a program, it's not just a policy. It is an institutional shift, a signal that the Ministry of Labor and Employment is stepping forward to play its full constitutional role, training, upskilling, coordinating, and connecting Nigerians to meaningful work. Ministry of Labor and Employment is a ministry for all. Our mandate covers the entire spectrum of the Nigerian labor force. Yes, we prioritize youth, women, and persons with disabilities, but our responsibility is broader. We serve the worker regardless of age, gender, or geography. From the informal market to the formal boardroom, this is the ministry for every Nigerian with capacity to contribute to our nation's development. We do not seek to duplicate the efforts of other ministries or agencies. Instead, we offer partnership and coordination. Leep is designed to federate efforts across MDAs, development finance institutions, and the private sector. Whether you are in education, trade, youth, development, technology, or agriculture, there is space for you under the Leep umbrella. We have already begun aligning our work with industry leaders, employer groups, and international partners, and we are encouraged by the enthusiasm we've received in the past few months. In the coming days, we will formalize partnerships with employers, training providers, DFIs, state governments, and NGOs across the country. We are open to all who want to transform a generation, not just funding the project. We need all to participate. The diaspora and the digital future. We also understand that Nigeria's human capital extends beyond our borders. Through the comprehensive diaspora skills database, Leep will unlock structured, secure, and productive ways to harness diaspora expertise, mentorship, and investment for our national development. And through our integrated digital platform, job seekers and employers can now connect in real time while training content in both vocational and digital skills is delivered to meet the demands of a dynamic, tech-driven global economy. A call to action to the private sector. This is your moment to shape the workforce you want to hire. To our development partners, this is an opportunity to catalyze inclusive growth, one skilled Nigerian at a time. To our colleagues across government, let us work together, not in silos, but in solidarity. And to the Nigerian people, especially our youth, I say, we see you, we hear you, we believe in your potential, and Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu believe in you. And through Leep, we are backing that belief with action. The success of Leep will not rest solely on policy or platforms. It will depend on our collective leadership, private sector innovation, coordinated partnerships, and the underlying resilience of the Nigerian workforce. Let us seize this moment. Let us make it count. Thank you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
I totally agree with you. Let us seize this moment. Let us make it count. Let's put our hands together one more time for the Honorable Minister of State for Labor and Employment. Thank you very much for your drive. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker totally believes that leadership is the ability to turn vision into reality. She also believes that the future belongs to those who believe that the beauty of their dreams can happen. She's here to represent the Honorable Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Chief Wale Adu. I'd like to welcome here the Honorable Minister of Finance, Minister of State for Finance, Dr. Doris Uzoka Anete.
Good morning, everyone. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, represented by the Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima. It's my pleasure to welcome you here, sir. The protocol is actually very long and has already been established. It's very easy for me to stand on existing protocol. Please permit me to stand on existing protocol, but I would also like to recognize some very special and distinguished people who are here. Everyone here is distinguished and very special. But please, in case I do not remember or recognize anyone, forgive me. First, I would like to recognize the leadership of the National Assembly, here present, ably represented. The governors who are here, my special governor from Imo State, Governor Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Nasarawa State, engineer, you're very welcome. My fellow colleagues in cabinet, heads of agencies who are here present, development partners, my other colleagues who are representing other MDAs, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press. I'd like to especially the Minister of Labor and the Minister of State for Labor, my own dear sister. Thank you for organizing this event. I'm here and with the remarks by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, who sends his regards and who is unavoidably absent. It's with great pride and optimism that I am here today to acknowledge and commend the launch of the Labor, Employment and Empowerment Program, Leap. It's a bold and forward-looking initiative, and it's a clear support for the vision of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to building a more inclusive, resilient, and opportunity-rich economy for all Nigerians. Job creation is a fundamental pillar of the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President. Leap is more than just a program. It is a strategic national response to the evolving dynamics of work and employment in the 21st century. By addressing key pillars such as digital upskilling, access to global remote work opportunities, and comprehensive vocational and entrepreneurship training, this initiative lays a solid foundation for equipping our youth and workforce with the tools they need to thrive in both local and international labor markets. Importantly, the program is not only focused on job creation, but on quality employment. And I think this will please the leadership of the labor union. This is the kind of employment and the kind of empowerment that individuals need, and it also strengthens families and also builds communities. With a clear and ambitious goal of generating 2.5 million jobs over the next 4 years and cutting unemployment by half annually, Leap represents a practical, measurable, and impactful pathway toward economic revitalization. In addition to the enhancement of platforms like the National Electronic Labor Exchange, NELEX, and the expansion of learning hubs across the country, this will significantly improve job matching, promote lifelong learning, and foster labor market efficiency. These interventions will also improve labor compliance, reduce underemployment, and increase formal participation in the workforce, thus boosting government revenues and reinforcing fiscal sustainability. Leap speaks directly to our national priorities under the Renewed Hope Agenda, and its design reflects an understanding of the urgent need to empower Nigerians with the skills, opportunities, and platforms required to compete on a global scale. It's a transformational step toward positioning Nigeria as a hub of innovation, talent, and enterprise. Honorable Minister, we are very confident that through your leadership, this program will not only uplift millions of Nigerians, but will also contribute meaningfully to our broader macroeconomic objectives, including poverty reduction, increased productivity, and sustainable economic diversification. On behalf of the Ministry of Finance and the broader economic management team, I express our full support and commitment to the success of Leap. Together, we can build a future where every Nigerian, regardless of background, has a fair shot at success, self-reliance, and prosperity. I want to congratulate you and your team, and to thank you once again for championing this game-changing initiative. We look forward to the positive outcomes this will bring to our country and its people. Thank you, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much. And our regards and love to the Honorable Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister of the Economy. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in supporting this program, His Excellency the President said, we shall remodel our economy to bring about growth and development through job creation and an end to extreme poverty. And the man who is representing him here totally believes in that. It's therefore my honor and pleasure to welcome here the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON.
Kindly sit down, please. The First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, ably represented by Mrs. Laila Barrow Jibril, the wife of the Deputy President of the Senate. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, ably represented by the Chairman House Committee on Labor, Employment and Productivity, Right Honorable Adegboyega Adeparati, the son of a former governor who modeled of the protocol list. His Excellency, the Governor of Imo State and Chairman of Progressive Governors Forum, my very good friend, distinguished Senator Hope Odidika Uzodinma. My other elder brother, the Governor of Nasarawa State, Engineer Abdullahi A. Sule. The Deputy Governors of Kaduna, Kogi, and Sokoto State. The Deputy Chief of Staff to Mr. President, Senator Ibrahim Hassan Hadija, and other presidential aides present here. And Your Excellencies, permit me to weaponize the Minister of Labor and Productivity, Muhammadu Maigalidi Ngyadi, and the Honorable Minister of State for Labor and Productivity, Right Honorable Nkeruka Onyejocha, and the Attorney General of the Federation, Prince Latif Pagbemi SAN, to recognize and appreciate all my colleagues in the Federal Executive Council present here. President of the Nigeria Labour Congress, Mr. Joe Ajero, and his counterpart in TUC, Engineer Pestus Osipo, members of the Diplomatic Corps, His Royal Highness the Emir of Borgu Alhaji Dr. Muhammadu Sani Haliru Antoro, CFR, heads of military and paramilitary agencies present here, other senior government officials, heads of MDAs and development agencies, international organizations, agencies and development partners, captains of industry, our dear esteemed youth, honored guests, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The future of work in Nigeria is one that must compel us to rethink the dynamics of a rapidly evolving world. Across continents, the very idea of what constitutes a job is being redefined. Machines are replacing hands. Artificial intelligence is challenging intellects. Traditional employment structures are giving way to fluid digital ecosystems. Yet within this uncertainty lies a sea of opportunity if only we are bold enough to sell it. This is what led to our announcement just a few months ago of a national initiative designed to expand employment opportunities, equip Nigerians with critical skills, and drive economic empowerment through innovation and technology. That vision has brought us together today, and I am honored to share in the promise of this occasion with all of you. The Labor, Employment and Empowerment Program, Leep, is a well-considered response to a pressing national need. As jobs become increasingly vulnerable to technological disruption, our duty is not to lament, but to prepare. Leep aims to provide comprehensive training that equips our people with the right skills to compete and contribute in today's global economy. And this intervention is just not about creating jobs. It is about transformation. Leep targets all sectors of the economy, including the expanding gig economy, and leverages technology to connect employers with a skilled and ready workforce. But to succeed, we must upskill and reskill. We must prepare our citizens not only for the jobs that exist, but for the opportunities yet to be imagined. The strength of this nation has always been its people, 230 million black people. And the most interesting aspect of the Nigerian nation is the structure of our population. The average age of the Nigerian nation is 16.9. And we are projected to be the third most populous nation in the world by 2050. Our population will hit 440 million people. I'm an eternal optimist, but I'm also a realist. The anticipated demographic bulge, I believe with the caliber of leadership we have in this country now, we are capable of transforming it into demographic dividends instead of the much feared demographic disaster that will consume all of us. According to Conferry, a global finance outfit, there will be 65 million global talent deficits by 2035. The United States, Germany, and Russia will each suffer from 6 million talent deficits. And the youth of Nigeria are digitally savvy, and we are at a unique position to take advantage of the opportunities beckoning at us. Our proximity to Europe, 1 or 2 hours difference. Our fluency in English language, there are more English speakers in Nigeria than in India. And even the global outsourcing powerhouse that India is, by 2050, India will have only 1 million surplus. And with all due respect, the intonation of the Nigerian English is much better than the Indian variety. My very good friend, the Minister of Budget and National Planning, once quoted the figure that the highest we have ever earned from the export of oil was 35 billion in 2011 under former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Last year, India earned over $125 billion from outsourcing business alone. So opportunities abound. All we need to is to upgrade and reskill our youth. They don't need to jump from the comfort of our homes. In Lagos, in Onitsha, in Sokoto, we can create jobs for our people. As I've always said, the strength of this nation has always been its people. Their ingenuity and their will to rise against the odds. If you meet a Nigerian along the street of London, you don't need a soothsayer to tell you that this is a bloody Nigerian. The gringo arrogance, the self-confidence that we exude, we don't give way to another person coming on the way, out of respect or out of fear. We can hold our ground in the gathering of the clan. This program certainly was inspired by the need to carry all parts of the country along, beginning from our 6 geopolitical zones. We are laying the foundation for inclusive progress. Yet government cannot do this alone. I call upon the private sector, civil society, trade unions, and our international partners to join us. Incidentally, my good friend, Joe Ajaero, vertically challenged, but very promising, is here with us. From Comrade Adams Aliu Oshomole to Comrade Joy Ajaero. Vertically challenged people have a knack for steering the honestness. I call upon the private sector, civil society, trade unions, and our international partners to join us. We must create a workforce that is not just employable, but empowered. This is a collective assignment. Leep is a fulfillment of the promise made by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR to build a national ecosystem where every Nigerian worker can reach their full potential and where technology enhances, not threatens our labor market. This vision demands forward thinking, and I commend the Honorable Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Honorable Barrister Nkeruka Kudubem Onyochocha, for steering the up as to this point with purpose and clarity. We cannot speak of investing in the people unless we are committed to building a system that supports both their search for work and their growth within it. That is why the leadership and staff of the Ministry of Labor and Employment along with everyone who worked to make Leep a reality, deserves our deepest appreciation. You are the quiet architects of progress. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the road ahead may be challenging, but with our collective effort, determination, and faith in our shared potentials, we will succeed. We are at the threshold of a new era. One, where our workforce is empowered, where our economy is strengthened, and where our people are equipped to compete globally. So Leep is a declaration that Nigeria is ready to lead in the future of work. We either gather to achieve this today or prepare for the consequences of a world where we aren't prepared for the demands of the changing world. I believe we are prepared. I believe the future belongs to Africa. The trajectory of global growth faces Africa. 1 out of every 4 black men is a Nigerian. By 2050, 1 out of every 3 black men will be a Nigerian. And by the end of the century, when all of us gathered here must have become poor tenants in the home of the earthworms, Nigeria will be the most populous nation on earth, and 1 out of every 2 black men will be a Nigerian. Believe in Nigeria. Let's make this country work. Let's unite for the sake of this country. And one gentleman, Hope Uzodimma, is a symbol of the unity of this country. A.A. Sule is working assiduously to redefine the meaning and concept of modern governance. I believe tomorrow is going to be better than today. Thank you, and may God bless us all.
Your Excellency, please remain. Please remain. Let me welcome the 2 ministers of Labor and Employment to please join him up here. Please. Let me welcome Excellencies the governors, please. The rep of the Speaker, the rep of the First Lady, NLC, TUC, ILO. Please join us here for the unveiling of the platform.
Why is the troublesome labor man?
Let me invite all the honorable ministers that are here to please join us up here, please.
Sorry, man. Do this other side.
Heads of agencies that are here.
It's my singular honor and privilege to cherish forever to unveil the labor, employment, and empowerment program where opportunity meets potential. And our mission is simple and doable: to create 2.5 million jobs through innovative employment skills development, and entrepreneurship initiatives. We call on our Nigerian youth to register now at any NDE center across the country. And there is also a contact telephone number, 0800-123-5533. May God bless us all. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So before the national anthem, we'll spread out on stage here for a group photograph. Your Excellency, we'll have the group photograph here. Thank you. The Emir of Bogu, please join us for the photograph. Cameraman, are you okay? All right, thank you. The national anthem, please. The first stanza alone, and only. The first stanza. National anthem, please. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Designed to create 2.5 million jobs. Welcome to Leep, the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, a visionary initiative by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, designed to create 2.5 million jobs, empower Nigerians with skills, and foster entrepreneurship through innovative programs and strategic partnerships. Leap is for everyone: students, job seekers, entrepreneurs, professionals, and the retired, bringing skills and productivity even closer. We equip Nigerians with the tools to excel in today's workforce. With the 6 pillars as the driving force and backbone for Leap, we introduce digital nomads, vocational and entrepreneurship program, job portal, job fairs, center for learning spaces, Leap Digital Academy. Leap is your gateway to success. Take a leap today. Visit www.leap.gov.ng. Welcome to Leap, the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, a visionary initiative by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, designed to create 2.5 million jobs, empower Nigerians with skills, and foster entrepreneurship through innovative programs and strategic partnerships. Leap is for everyone: students, job seekers, entrepreneurs, professionals, and the retired, bringing skills and productivity even closer. We equip Nigerians with the tools to excel in today's workforce. With the 6 pillars as the driving force and backbone for Leap, we introduce digital nomads, vocational and entrepreneurship program, job portal, job fairs, center for learning spaces, Leap Digital Academy. Leap is your gateway to success. Take a leap today. Visit www.leap.gov.ng.
This is Tunde. He's got the degree, the ambition, but no job. Why? Because finding the right opportunity isn't easy.
And here is Amaka. She's got a great business idea, but needs the right skills and support to grow.
That is where Leep comes in. The Labor Employment and Empowerment Program is designed to connect Nigerians to skills, opportunities, and real-world experience.
What Leep seeks to achieve is to bridge the gap between skills and productivity, because every ministry trains, but the truth of the matter is, it's not about giving handout, it's about retaining people under Leep. Through the Ministry of Labor and Employment, the National Directorate of Employment, NDE, we are equipping Nigerians with the skills and support they need, from vocational skills development, VSD, for hands-on training to small-scale enterprises, SSE, for entrepreneurs, and rural employment promotion, REP, for agricultural jobs, and special public works, SPW, for immediate opportunities. We are reaching every corner of this nation. A transformative initiative aimed at equipping Nigerians with skills and opportunities they need to thrive in today's workforce. Leep embodies our collective resolve to create 2.5 million jobs, equip Nigerians with future-ready skills, and empower a resilient workforce that will drive our nation's prosperity. And so we want to end the era of training people, giving them certificates, and they still go back to their village using that certificate to look for which companies or factory they will work for when those people do not have space. So Leep have come to bridge that gap, that when you learn how to sew, for instance, you have to stay in the facility like a hub to begin to take responsibility to show what you have learned. What it simply means is that government is also reducing the unemployment rate in our country. Leep is here for you. We are bringing Leep to your doorstep. So take a leap today.
Welcome to Leep, the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, a visionary initiative by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, designed to create 2.5 million jobs, empower Nigerians with skills, and foster entrepreneurship through innovative programs and strategic partnerships. Leep is for everyone: students, job seekers, entrepreneurs, professionals, and the retired, bringing skills and productivity even closer. We equip Nigerians with the tools to excel in today's workforce. With the 6 pillars as the driving force and backbone for Leep, we introduce Digital Nomads, Vocational and Entrepreneurship Program, Job Portal, Job Fairs, Center for Learning Spaces, Leep Digital Academy. Leep is your gateway to success. Take a leap today. Visit www.leep.gov.ng. Welcome to Leep, the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, a visionary initiative by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, designed to create 2.5 million jobs, empower Nigerians with skills, and foster entrepreneurship through innovative programs and strategic partnerships. Leep is for everyone: students, job seekers, entrepreneurs, professionals, and the retired, bringing skills and productivity even closer. We equip Nigerians with the tools to excel in today's workforce. With the 6 pillars as the driving force and backbone for Leep, we introduce Digital Nomads Vocational and Entrepreneurship Program, Job Portal, Job Fairs, Center for Learning Spaces, Leap Digital Academy. Leap is your gateway to success. Take a leap today. Visit www.leap.gov.ng. Welcome to Leap, the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, a visionary initiative by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, designed to create 2.5 million jobs, empower Nigerians with skills, and foster entrepreneurship through innovative programs and strategic partnerships. Leap is for everyone: students, job seekers, entrepreneurs, professionals, and the retired, bringing skills and productivity even closer. We equip Nigerians with the tools to excel in today's workforce. With the 6 pillars as the driving force and backbone for Leap, we introduce Digital Nomads Vocational and Entrepreneurship Program, Job Portal, Job Fairs, Center for Learning Spaces, Leap Digital Academy. Leap is your gateway to success. Take a leap today. Visit www.leap.gov.ng. Welcome to Leap, the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, a visionary initiative by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, designed to create 2.5 million jobs, empower Nigerians with skills, and foster entrepreneurship through innovative programs and strategic partnerships. Leap is for everyone: students, job seekers, entrepreneurs, professionals, and the retired, bringing skills and productivity even closer. We equip Nigerians with the tools to excel in today's workforce. With the 6 pillars as the driving force and backbone for Leap, we introduce Digital Nomads Vocational and Entrepreneurship Program, Job Portal, Job Fairs, Center for Learning Spaces, Leap Digital Academy. Leap is your gateway to success. Take a leap today. Visit www.leap.gov.ng. Welcome to Leap, the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, a visionary initiative by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, designed to create 2.5 million jobs, empower Nigerians with skills, and foster entrepreneurship through innovative programs and strategic partnerships. Leap is for everyone: students, job seekers, entrepreneurs, professionals, and the retired, bringing skills and productivity even closer. We equip Nigerians with the tools to excel in today's workforce. With the 6 pillars as the driving force and backbone for Leap, we introduce Digital Nomads Vocational and Entrepreneurship Program, Job Portal, Job Fairs, Center for Learning Spaces, Leap Digital Academy. Leap is your gateway to success. Take a leap today. Visit www.leap.gov.ng. Welcome to Leap, the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, a visionary initiative by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, designed to create 2.5 million jobs, empower Nigerians with skills, and foster entrepreneurship through innovative programs and strategic partnerships. Leap is for everyone: students, job seekers, entrepreneurs, professionals, and the retired, bringing skills and productivity even closer. We equip Nigerians with the tools to excel in today's workforce. With the 6 pillars as the driving force and backbone for Leap, we introduce Digital Nomads Vocational and Entrepreneurship Program, Job Portal, Job Fairs, Center for Learning Spaces, Leap Digital Academy. Leap is your gateway to success. Take a leap today. Visit www.leap.gov.ng. Welcome to Leap, the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, a visionary initiative by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, designed to create 2.5 million jobs, empower Nigerians with skills, and foster entrepreneurship through innovative programs and strategic partnerships. Leap is for everyone: students, job seekers, entrepreneurs, professionals, and the retired, bringing skills and productivity even closer. We equip Nigerians with the tools to excel in today's workforce. With the 6 pillars as the driving force and backbone for Leap, we introduce digital nomads, vocational and entrepreneurship program, job portal, job fairs, center for learning spaces, Leap Digital Academy. Leap is your gateway to success. Take a leap today. Visit www.leap.gov.ng. Welcome to Leap, the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, a visionary initiative by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, designed to create 2.5 million jobs, empower Nigerians with skills, and foster entrepreneurship through innovative programs and strategic partnerships. Leap is for everyone: students, job seekers, entrepreneurs, professionals, and the retired, bringing skills and productivity even closer. We equip Nigerians with the tools to excel in today's workforce. With the 6 pillars as the driving force and backbone for Leap, we introduce digital nomads, vocational and entrepreneurship program, job portal, job fairs, center for learning spaces, Leap Digital Academy. Leap is your gateway to success. Take a leap today. Visit www.leap.gov.ng. Welcome to Leap, the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, a visionary initiative by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, designed to create 2.5 million jobs, empower Nigerians with skills, and foster entrepreneurship through innovative programs and strategic partnerships. Leap is for everyone: students, job seekers, entrepreneurs, professionals, and the retired, bringing skills and productivity even closer. We equip Nigerians with the tools to excel in today's workforce. With the 6 pillars as the driving force and backbone for Leap, we introduce digital nomads, vocational and entrepreneurship program, job portal, job fairs, center for learning spaces, Leap Digital Academy. Leap is your gateway to success. Take a leap today. Visit www.leap.gov.ng. Welcome to Leap, the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, a visionary initiative by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, designed to create 2.5 million jobs, empower Nigerians with skills, and foster entrepreneurship through innovative programs and strategic partnerships. Leap is for everyone: students, job seekers, entrepreneurs, professionals, and the retired, bringing skills and productivity even closer. We equip Nigerians with the tools to excel in today's workforce. With the 6 pillars as the driving force and backbone for Leap, we introduce digital nomads, vocational and entrepreneurship program, job portal, job fairs, center for learning spaces, Leap Digital Academy. Leap is your gateway to success. Take a leap today. Visit www.leap.gov.ng. Welcome to Leap, the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, a visionary initiative by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, designed to create 2.5 million jobs, empower Nigerians with skills, and foster entrepreneurship through innovative programs and strategic partnerships. Leap is for everyone: students, job seekers, entrepreneurs, professionals, and the retired, bringing skills and productivity even closer. We equip Nigerians with the tools to excel in today's workforce. With the 6 pillars as the driving force and backbone for Leap, we introduce digital nomads, vocational and entrepreneurship program, job portal, job fairs, center for learning spaces, Leap Digital Academy. Leap is your gateway to success. Take a leap today. Visit www.leap.gov.ng. Welcome to Leap, the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, a visionary initiative by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, designed to create 2.5 million jobs, empower Nigerians with skills, and foster entrepreneurship through innovative programs and strategic partnerships. Leap is for everyone: students, job seekers, entrepreneurs, professionals, and the retired, bringing skills and productivity even closer. We equip Nigerians with the tools to excel in today's workforce. With the 6 pillars as the driving force and backbone for Leap, we introduce Digital Nomads, Vocational and Entrepreneurship Program, Job Portal, Job Fairs, Center for Learning Spaces, Leap Digital Academy. Leap is your gateway to success. Take a leap today. Visit www.leap.gov.ng. Welcome to Leap, the Labor Employment and Empowerment Program, a visionary initiative by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, designed to create 2.5 million jobs, empower Nigerians with skills, and foster entrepreneurship